Hey guys, welcome back to another sculpt with me. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from the previous videos I've done, and instead of sculpting and coloring everything with just polymer clay, I'm going to be sculpting simple clay charms, and then later on after baking all of the charms, we are going to be painting them today. So it's more of like a sculpt with me, paint with me, a little bit of a hybrid, honestly a bit more of a paint with me, but I have painted my clay charms before and it honestly is a lot of fun. And I wanted to do some different ideas for the springtime, so today I had the inspiration to make a necklace and earring set out of clay. So today I will be guiding you through the entire process from start to finish. That way you can follow along at home if you like. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Bree and I love to make things out of clay. I specifically love to make things that are a seasonal theme as well as very nostalgic. If you would like to find more inspiration in videos like this, you should follow my other social media. Links to all of those things will be in the description box if you want to check them out. So I'm starting out with cutting out very simple shapes using my cutters, and as you can see, these heart charms are actually going to be turned into the inside of a strawberry, or that is what they're going to look like after they're painted. I'm also going to be cutting out some flowers, some circles, and I'm also actually going to use my stamp cutter that I use for my scrapbooking and attempting to run some thin clay through it and seeing if it actually works. Okay, so now that I've cut everything out, I'm going to be screwing in the eye pins. I get a lot of questions on if I keep my eye pins in while it's baking in the oven, and the answer is since I screw my eye pins in before baking, I always keep my eye pins in while baking. No harm is done. There's nothing harmful if you keep them in the oven with the clay, so I always choose to keep them in the clay. Of course, after they're done baking, you can actually unscrew them from the clay. The only reason I've ever done this is if I need to switch out the eye pins, like if I want to change the look from silver to gold, but that's really about it. I know that there are different eye pins to use, and some of them all you have to do is glue them in after baking, but recently in the last year or two I found that I really like screw-in eye pins, and I've really had almost zero issues with them. I've had almost zero issues with them falling out, which is a plus, and I just have found them to be more secure than the other eye pins I would use. Again, it's just about preferences. Some people love the other eye pins, and that's great, but I just found that they didn't really work out for me, so this was my solution. So once I have screwed in all of the eye pins, I'm going to continue on to put them on a baking sheet and bake them in the oven at 275 degrees for about 20 minutes. And once they're cooled off from the oven, we will begin with the painting process. Before I start the painting process, I'm actually going to sand them down a little bit first. That way everything is smooth and the texture is just right for painting. I just use sandpaper for this. You can find sandpaper on Amazon. I also find mine at Walmart, so it's pretty accessible. All I'm doing is taking the front, back, and sides of these charms and rubbing them against the surface of the sandpaper. And I basically do it until I feel like everything is smoothed out correctly. And now let's get into the fun part, painting. This is the marker set that I have. It has 60 colors and I absolutely love this marker set. These have to be the best paint markers I have used as of yet. I don't have to do any crazy shaking to get the paint out of these markers, and they flow really well when you're painting with them. They're also very vibrant colors and I feel like they're really easy to paint with. The colors I'm mainly going to be using today are the reds, the greens, as well as the pinks. I will be starting off with painting the heart shapes, which will be turned into strawberries. Honestly, trying to paint the inside of a strawberry was harder than I was thinking. Well, I don't know. I kind of expected it to be hard, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I've seen other people paint the inside of strawberries before and they made it look so easy. So when I tried to do it, it felt a bit harder, and I do have some background in painting, so that did help a lot, but this was a bit more of a complicated design. If you are a beginner at painting, I would recommend just going down the easier route with just trying to do the outside of a strawberry, the very basic strawberry shape that you always see, or just painting this however you want to. It is all up to you. So now for this duration of time, I'm just going to be doing a nice chill montage of me painting these charms with a little bit of captions here and there. And then after we are done painting all the charms, I'm going to be guiding you through the process of glazing your charms and then adding the hardware. So sit back, relax, maybe drink a cup of tea, and just take in this painting process for a couple of minutes. Maybe this will give you some inspiration to try something new. Alright, now we have all of these beautifully painted charms. Let's go ahead and get into the glazing process. For today's project, I'm going to be using gloss glaze from Amazon. I will show a picture here of exactly what I use. I will also be linking it in the description box if you are interested. All I'm going to be doing is dipping my brush into some glaze, and then I'm going to brush it onto the tops and sides and the backs of the clay, working on one side at a time. So once I do the tops and the sides, I will let it dry for 30 minutes and then do the backs. Now that we've glazed all of the charms, I'm going to assemble the necklace, the earrings, and some of the charms. For the necklace, I'm using a jump ring to attach the eye pin to my necklace chain, and then I will also use jump rings to attach my eye pin hooks to the earring hooks. And now we are reaching the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for joining along with the journey of making some new clay charms today. I hope this inspired you to make something new out of clay if you haven't already. If you love videos like these and you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Make sure to check out the other videos in this playlist if you're interested, as well as all of the tutorials I've created for beginners who are interested in polymer clay and making miniature food. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I will see you in the next video. Bye!